All right, good morning, everybody. How's everyone doing today? Hello, welcome to the stream. Hello, hello, hello. It is Saturday, May 2nd, 2020. I am Darkside Phil, and I welcome you here to my first of two gameplay streams for the day. Let's talk a little bit about what's going on today, shall we, everybody? First of all, update on my ear. It is feeling better. In reality, it's actually feeling quite good. Most of the swelling now has finally gone down, which is good because I was telling you guys, I really wasn't able to even like close my jaw all the way because the swelling was so bad in my right ear, and it caused giant inflammation in the whole joint of my jaw. To the point where I couldn't eat on the right hand side. I couldn't even close my jaw all the way, and it was painful to do so. Well, I woke up this morning and I was like, wow, I really don't feel that much like swelling in my jaw, and I'm almost able to close it all the way now. And just let me put it this way: just touching my right ear doesn't hurt anymore. I can definitely feel some residual soreness, down inside of it, inside deep in the ear, which is probably like the furthest into the ear canal. So it's not 100% for sure. And this is now day 4 of me using medication. I started on Wednesday. And so this will be 4 of 7 because the ear drops they gave me is supposed to be a 7-day dose for this ear infection. So I will keep doing it diligently every day. I already did my first dose, and on my break between, the stream here, I'll put on my second dose and just keep doing it until I run out. Until the medication runs its course. Now, yesterday, I finished up my late stream, and I looked at my headphones, and my headphones were completely greasy. It was disgusting. It's basically because, number one, my hair is really long because obviously nobody can get a haircut. I was actually supposed to get a haircut about a month ago. That would have been the right time to do it, but, everything's closed because of this pandemic, so can't get a haircut. So my hair's super long, and it's like greasy as shit all over my headphones. So I was like, oh, that's disgusting. So I went and I got some antibacterial cleaner that I had here in the house. And I thoroughly cleaned the headphones. I wiped up all, everything, the pads, the cups, everything there. I completely wiped down antibacterial cleaner. So here's hoping that if the headphones had anything to do with the infection to begin with, that, now I've killed off whatever the hell it was that was in there. And, I won't risk further infection because I also showered last night. And I was like, oh shit, you know what I should do? Trade out all my bath towel and everything, get a fresh one. Basically just make everything fresh and clean. So that way there's no chance that there was something, bacteria on a towel or in the headphones or whatever. And that could have been what caused this, okay? So, doing my best here to try to overcome the annoying ear infection. And thank you guys for being patient. I wasn't here on Wednesday, and these last couple of days, quite frankly, it hasn't really affected the streams. I was lucky enough that it didn't hurt so much that I couldn't wear the headphones. I was afraid that would be the case, but it was not the case. So thank you guys for a couple awesome days here since I came back. So what are we doing today? Let's talk a little bit. First of all, you might hear my throat. My throat is agitated again. It's so stupid. Like, it was actually getting better. And then, all of a sudden, last night, I'm playing Street Fighter. And it gets screwed up again. Now, it could be many things. It could be that I was yelling at Street Fighter, which I was. So I overexerted my voice or whatever. Or it could just be that more fucking pollen. Excuse me. More pollen affected me. More pollen came in my air conditioner here. It's getting air from the outside or whatever. This sucks. I hate this. I don't like having these symptoms. And this happens every year. Every spring this happens where I get swollen sinuses and gunk in my throat. And it's really effing annoying. To be quite honest, it's just incredibly annoying. And I hope one day to be able to overcome this and not be every single spring be, held back and bothered by this. And, it's really effing annoying. But what can you do? Allergies are allergies, right? And you can't help it when you have them. You know, all I can do is try to treat them. So that's what I'm doing right now. You know, like last night, I felt fine. Last night I felt absolutely fine, and now today, I feel congested and I feel kind of crappy. And here's hoping that it gets better over the course of the day. Usually it does. Usually when I'm in here streaming and I'm talking or whatever, the inflammation goes down or whatever, the congestion in my throat goes down. But it's just life. You know, ear infection, allergies, everything at once. Very effing annoying. You know, I gotta look at the bright side and say, Jesus, at least it ain't the coronavirus, right? Thank God. Thank God that it wasn't something insanely terrible like that. I'll take allergies. I will take allergies and I will take an ear infection any day to the coronavirus, okay? So, I guess it ain't that bad when you really think about it. So, all right, guys. So, what are we doing today? So, this first stream is Banjo-Tooie. That is right, Banjo-Tooie. I'm excited for that. I like Banjo-Tooie. I've been telling you guys, I think Banjo-Tooie is far superior to Donkey Kong 64. DK64 had its good moments, but just in general, the game was frustrating. Mini games that were kind of broken and didn't function properly, and were just a real hassle. Controls that were incredibly outdated, a camera that was really bad, frame rate, that was really bad. Just everything was pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie, Banjo-Tooie, unlike Donkey Kong 64, where every moment I played it, I felt like I was kind of like toughing through a game that was very, very annoying. I'm actually having fun playing Banjo-Tooie. I'm actually enjoying the game and having a good time with it, which is the complete polar opposite of my experience with Donkey Kong 64. So, that's a good thing. And I'm looking forward to more. If you remember, I'm in World 3, which is Gruntilda's theme park. And we just beat the boss of World 3, which was a giant balloon animal or something, and got a Jiggy for it. And now we have to keep continuing to explore World 3. I don't know if there's more that I can do in World 3 or not right now. I believe that I just got the ability to separate into Banjo and Kazooie separately. And I think once you do that, you can actually do a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff that I haven't been able to do yet up to now. So, I'm looking forward to more Banjo-Tooie here today. And continuing on to see what happens. Okay, we've already unlocked World 4, by the way. Actually, I think we've unlocked up to World 5 with the amount of Jiggies that we found. So, I know we can go back as well. There was like one or two things that we could do in World 2 where you have to separate into Banjo and Kazooie separately. So, we'll see. We'll see what happens today. Should be a fun stream. I really like the game so far. Later tonight, it's going to be Animal Crossing. And this will be a very fun Animal Crossing stream. And I'll tell you why it's going to be a fun Animal Crossing stream. First of all, we got 2 new villagers, okay? We got 2 new villagers. We already met Olivia last time, the cat, but she was setting up her house. Apparently, there's a new character named Apple. I don't know, what or who Apple is. We're going to find out tonight. 2 new islanders to meet and interact with. But in addition to that, the May Day celebration is currently going on in Animal Crossing. What this is Tom Nook gives you a ticket. Stupid throat. Tom Nook gives you a ticket to go to an island. And on this island, there is a mini game where I guess you do some digging and you chop down trees. I'm not exactly sure what it is. My wife didn't want to spoil it too much and tell me the entire thing, but she's basically like, yeah, it's going to be something completely different from Animal Crossing. It's going to be weird, and you're not going to expect it because it's not like the standard gameplay of Animal Crossing. It's more like a puzzle that you have to solve, and depending on how well you do, you get rewards at the end, okay? So that'll be pretty neat to see what the heck the May Day challenge is. And then KK Slider is going to be there because it's Saturday, and KK Slider, the musician, shows up on the island every Saturday. So we'll be able to talk to him and maybe have him play a few songs. I should get a song from him because you get one song you get to get for your discography, I guess you could call it, or whatever, that you could play in your own house. So that'll be neat. Basically, tonight's Animal Crossing stream should have, a bunch of unique fun stuff. A bunch of unique fun stuff to do, which is awesome. Instead of just gathering bugs or chopping down trees or fishing, there'll be a lot more to do tonight, and that's a good thing, okay? So hopefully you guys will join me later tonight for Animal Crossing and Chill Stream. That's 6:45 p.m. Pacific Time. Tomorrow, Sunday, we go back to Final Fantasy VII, okay? Now, it looks like we're going to be finishing up Chapter 14, which has been this open world chapter with all the side content. It looks like we're nearing the very end of it. We're in the sewers right now. And so I think this is going to be the third and final area of this chapter. And then we go back and complete a side quest. And then I think we're done and we move on further in the game. Now, the game has 18 chapters. And from what I'm to understand, the end game is pretty long. People are saying that, yeah, the final few chapters can be quite long. So maybe another 2 to 3 streams until I beat Final Fantasy VII at this point, okay? So we'll see. We'll see what happens with that tomorrow. We'll see how far I get, but that's tomorrow, Final Fantasy VII Remake. And then tomorrow night, Sunday night, it's my weekly Morrowind chill stream. Normally this would have been Saturday, but I swapped the days of Saturday and Sunday so that when we play Animal Crossing tonight, KK Slider would be there. So tomorrow we'll continue on with Morrowind, and it seems that I'm going to have to lay off the main quest for a bit because people are telling me that the main quest actually is about to get much, much more difficult. And if I try to do it, basically I'm going to get destroyed. So what I need to do is some side questing and try to get some more levels or whatever before I attempt to do more of the main quest line. So we'll see. Maybe I'll do more for the Magician's Guild or the Fighters Guild. See what else is unlocked for me in the quest lines there for those guilds. Or, usually the viewers have some good suggestions too. So whatever people, suggest for me to check out tomorrow, I'm open to it in Morrowind, okay? All right, and then Monday will be the continuation of Neo2. And for those who have not been caught up with the playthrough, I am very close to the end. From what people are telling me, I have about 3 more main story missions and then the conclusion. But what people are saying is it looks like basically it takes you a whole stream to do a main story mission because you do all the side content that unlocks too. And that's true. I believe I currently have at least 1 to 2 more side missions available until I continue on with the story missions. And then I think more are going to unlock. And the thing is, these side missions are getting very difficult now because they're actually rematches with the bosses, but they're like harder versions of the bosses. The entire last hour of yesterday's Neo2 stream, I rematched these 2 really tough bosses that ended up being way more difficult the second time around, okay? So we'll see how this goes on Monday. Again, I'm being told maybe another 2-3 streams tops of Neo2, and I'll wrap that one up too. So that's good. That means both Final Fantasy VII and Neo2 are going to be wrapping up within probably, I guess, the next 1 to 2 weeks. First half of May. And that'll allow us to start up with new projects, okay? And then on Monday night, it's my weekly Minecraft chill stream. This should be fun because, number one, we're going to continue on with building the Greco-Roman structure that I am building for the top contributor from many months ago that we never got around to because I've been so backlogged with stuff. But we're going to continue building this Greco-Roman structure, okay? That's number one. Number two, there's a possibility that I may be expanding my farm to include the nether wart that we got out of the nether when we were there, and maybe even adding some more crops to the farm. I know that Papa Vera had drawn up this expansion guidelines for me, but I just never got around to it last week. So we'll see how things go this coming Monday night. It should be fun. I'm off on Tuesday. Tuesday is my day where I run errands and the like, and I spend some time with my wife. I'll be back on Wednesday, and what we're going to do is just, go right through the rotation again. So this time around, it'll be Banjo-Tooie continuing on Wednesday, and Wednesday night will be the final Call of Duty Warzone stream. I know it was supposed to be this past week. Didn't happen because I was sick with this ear infection. I was not able to stream on Wednesday, but I'm back. So So this Wednesday night should be the final Call of Duty Warzone stream. And during that stream, that very stream, we will talk about what you guys want to see me do to replace Warzone. Because, quite frankly, I'm tired of Warzone. I don't like it. And I think it's inferior to Blackout, which I played for a whole year, Black Ops 4 Blackout. And so I want to do something else as a chill stream. And the question is, what is it that you guys would like to see me do, for a late night stream? We'll talk about it live on the stream on Wednesday night, and we'll determine what we're going to do. Okay? Thursday, guys, Ask the King is finally happening. The last episode of Ask the King, my Q&A show, happened in January. Okay? January. That's a long effing time ago. So, finally, Ask the King is going to return on this coming Thursday. Please post up your questions over on the kingofhate.com forums. You'll see a link that will pop up here in the stream chat periodically for you to do so. Or you can just type ! Ask the King, and it'll bring up the link for you manually so you can head over there. Please, the more questions I get, the better the show is, okay? So please, by all means, post up questions for Ask the King over the course of this week. And Thursday, finally, the big show is going to happen, okay? Now, in regards to some new stuff coming up, once either Final Fantasy VII or Neo2 concludes, I'm going to be starting a new playthrough. The question is, what will it be? Because we have many options, and here's just some of the few I'm considering. First of all, Modern Warfare 2 Remastered came out, the campaign. People wanted to see me play it in April. I was too busy. That's a quick one. That's like 4 or 5 hours tops. That's one that I could finish like one main stream and one late night stream, and we're done. So that's one that maybe I'm considering because it's a quick one. Streets of Rage 4 just released, and people are praising the heck out of this game, saying it's incredibly good. It's basically an evolution of the throwback side-scrolling beat-em-up. Some people are saying that it's one of their Game of the Year contenders, if you can believe it. Did I ever expect a side-scrolling beat-em-up would be, like, lauded so much? Probably not. But I would definitely like to maybe play that one. But I would want to do that as co-op. I wouldn't want to play that by myself. I'm feeling that's one that teaming up with someone and doing a full co-op, playthrough would make sense. But I'm not sure who would be interested in maybe teaming up with me. I'd have to find out and talk to a few people. Okay? Now, the Mega Man Zero collection that I was playing, what was it? I want to say it was either March or April, probably March. I had a lot of fun with, but we put it on hiatus. We beat Mega Man Zero 1 and 2. I just started Mega Man Zero 3, and then we put it on hiatus because all these new releases came out, right? Well, now the new releases are drying up. It's a possibility we could go back to that, and I could play that for a bit and maybe beat another 1 or 2 games of that, okay? In addition to all of that, coming up for sure is going to be Fire Emblem Three Houses. This is a game that you guys voted for in the Viewer's Choice poll, and it's definitely happening. But the question is, would you guys rather see some of the stuff I just mentioned, which would be quicker stuff that we could do in between, or do you want to see me go right into Fire Emblem? And if I go right into Fire Emblem, obviously that's going to be a game that's going to be superiorly long. We know these RPGs are super long. So, maybe it makes more sense to do some of the quicker stuff first before Fire Emblem, but what should I do? See? So, this is what we're considering. This is what's up for, eligibility here for what's going to be next on my streams. So, I'd like you guys to think about it. All right? I'd like you guys to think about it. I'd like you guys to let me know what's going on, what you want to see on the streams, and we'll weigh in balance and try to make a determination here what's going to be next for May, okay? I believe there actually will be some releases in mid to late May, but it's not the ones that originally we were, planning on. Like Last of Us 2 obviously isn't coming out till next month now. So a lot of things have shifted around and changed, okay? So because of that, things are kind of in limbo. I think for all content creators, right? Things are kind of in limbo. It's very hard to plan out what you're going to do when you have no idea what games are coming out and what's going to happen with this whole gaming landscape. Ghost of Tsushima, we were all planning on, and now that's, delayed till July. So I guess we'll see what happens moving forward this month But I think no matter what, we're going to have a good time on stream. We're going to have more than enough content to fill the time. I really feel that there's enough stuff going on out there that I haven't even done yet, just recently that's come out, that we're going to have more than enough to fill the time frame here. It's not going to be like, oh, we have giant empty areas of game with nothing to do. That's ridiculous, I will say this. I'm at this point in time, I'm super happy to be a variety streamer because at this point, imagine if I were a full-time fighting game player, right? They were all gearing up for Evo, which is supposed to be in July. They were all going to tournaments and practicing. Evo's canceled. Evo officially announced last night they're done. They canceled it. They're going to have like an online version, which is going to be terrible. Can you imagine people from all over the world trying to play online with the netcode of these games? How bad that's going to be, how laggy it's going to be. So that's what I mean. Like, I'm very happy that I'm a variety streamer because if I weren't, right now, things would be really tough for me. I'd be like, damn, everything's been thrown into disarray. And it is what it is. And, nothing you could do about it. No one was expecting a worldwide pandemic. It's nobody's fault. You can't, because you're just because you're one kind of a content creator, you really screwed yourself. That's not right to say. Who could have predicted that this was going to happen? But because I'm not that, because I'm able to play a wide variety of stuff and put out entertainment for you no matter what I'm playing, at this point, I'm really not worried that in the next 1 to 2 months when there's really not going to be that much coming out, that we're not going to have fun streams. I think it's the opposite. We're going to have more than enough to do, I've had stuff on the back burner, like going back to my retro stuff, like Genesis Mini or SNES, for a while that I could always do. There's other games that I want to play as well that we haven't gotten around to, so I'm not too worried. I hope you guys have been enjoying the stuff that I've been doing, okay? And certainly it does seem like you are, because the stream attendance has been great, the participation's been great, the positivity's been great, the contributions, holy shit, have been great. I can't complain about any aspect of my streams right now. Things have been really great recently, and I just want to say thank you guys so much for that. FYI, yesterday we did hit the tips goals again. Now, I'll be honest, it was actually rough because that first Neo2 stream, we didn't hit the tips goal till the very end. And it was, looking pretty bad. People the whole stream were like, are you going to hit it? I was like, listen, I'm not one to harp on it, okay? I'm not. I mean, I'm here to play games and have a fun, entertaining stream with you guys. I'm not going to sit here every moment and say, gee, we still didn't hit the tips goal. We still didn't hit the tips goal. But people were kind of antsy about it because it was a stream where it didn't look like we were going to hit it, okay? And then, of course, we did. And everyone relaxed. Last night during the Street Fighter stream, it wasn't super slow. But again, we were like more than halfway through the stream and we didn't have half the tips goal yet. And then, some generous people stepped up and, this is what always happens. So I'm not too worried about it. And as I've told you guys, if we don't hit the tips goal, it's not a big deal. I'm incredibly grateful. We have 58 straight streams, okay, where we hit this tips goal. And that is amazing. Thank you so much for that ongoing support. I really do appreciate it. But as I say, all good things have to come to an end. I fully expect the tips goal is going to end at some point. I don't know when, but it's definitely going to end at some point. Okay, and it is what it is. Not a huge deal, but if we can keep it going, that's tremendously amazing and positive, obviously, and people want to keep it going. So we'll see what happens today. And by the way, I should say we do have a special celebratory thing coming up. Originally, I was hoping it would be ready for this weekend. It's not going to be. It's going to be probably around the middle of this coming week. And the person working on it has told me they're basically putting extra time into it to try to get it done as soon as possible. But basically, it's going to be a celebration of the 50 vest streak. A special video, a special montage video that we're going to watch together. Okay? PFAF, if you spam the chat one more time about a 4K camera, I'm going to ban you. I'm serious. Like, you're just spamming the fucking chat about a 4K camera. What the fuck are you talking about? Why does anyone need a 4K camera on a video game stream? Stop spamming the goddamn chat. There's like 10 times you tagged me with the same stupid shit. Jesus. Okay. Now, so yes, probably I would say middle of this coming week, I hope, we will have this celebratory thing ready to say thank you for so many, amazing consecutive streams of hitting the tip skull. All right, so we'll see how that goes. Okay. All right, and I just posted it again. And now he's banned. So enough of this shit. Good. I don't have to worry about it anymore. What an idiot. Okay. Now, what am I going to do as a celebratory gesture? I can't do a celebratory gesture. I have to be here streaming every day for you guys, which means I have no extra time to do anything special. I want to do something special. I told you guys, if the world were back to normal and I were able to go out and maybe do some stuff, some shopping or whatever, I'd be able to do some celebratory stuff. I can't. I'm stuck at home streaming every day, and I can't. When on my day off, there's nowhere to go. I can't do anything, guys. I don't know what exactly you expect me to do when the world's in lockdown, okay? When the world goes back to normal, all right, I'm definitely like to do something. And the truth is that I'd love to do something special for a 100 stream streak if we hit it. At this rate, you know, it's getting tougher to hit the goals, but at the same time, we are still hitting them. So maybe we will get that far. I don't know. But if we do, I would definitely like to do something special. But again, I can't really promise you anything until we see what happens. You know, that would be what? That would be another 1, 2, about another 3 weeks, right? So we'd be talking near the end of May. We'd be getting very close to that. And then I could see, gee, what's going on? Near the end of May, will anything be open here in Washington State? You know? I don't know. I guess we'll see. All right. So anyway, guys, thank you for all the support. All right. Whew. All right. Let's get into the plugs and everything. Thank you guys for 12 awesome years of allowing me to share my daily gameplay experiences with all of you here on the streams. I appreciate that very, very much. And I love what I do for a living. I'm incredibly grateful that, number one, I get to do what I love for a living, because most people don't get to do that. I realize how lucky I am. And number two, I'm also incredibly grateful I got to do this during the pandemic when most people had their lives very negatively affected. A lot of people lost their jobs. I was able to keep doing this and entertain you guys on a daily basis. You know, I got many people who came to me and said, thank you so much for continuing to put out consistent daily streams, because it's a piece of normality in this otherwise chaotic life that we're now living because of the pandemic, okay? So, thank you guys for everything. Thank you for supporting the streams. Thank you for coming by and hanging out with me. I appreciate that. I'm a full-time streamer. That means I'm here 6 days a week full-time, except this week was the exception because I had an ear infection. But I'm usually here 6 days a week full-time. When I'm not streaming, you know, all my streams are archived over on DSPGaming on YouTube. So you can catch up with those when I'm not, you know, live if you can't catch it live. And I do that as a public service to you guys because I barely get anything out of it. You know, I do it so that you can catch up on stuff if you can't be here. So, yeah, that's the deal. I love live streaming. I love the interaction, the social interactions we have here. So if you like these streams and you want to see them continue, please consider crowdfunding, because crowdfunding is the major way that I make income. It's your support during these live streams that allows me to continue to do them, that allows me to do this for a living, all right? Now, that being said, please understand something up front before I even mention a single way by which you can crowdfund these streams. Contributions are not mandatory. Contributions are optional. My streams on Twitch TV are free and always will be free, okay? I hope that you guys understand that, all right? I'm doing this because I love games. I grew up a gamer. It's my lifelong hobby. And now to be able to turn it into my job is like incredibly lucky. You know, I never intended for this to happen. I made YouTube videos for 2.5 years before I ever monetized a single gameplay video because I was doing it for a hobby, for fun on YouTube. Then I lost my office job, and I just so happened to turn my hobby into my job by chance. It was never intended, okay? In the future, if I ever lose the ability to be a full-time streamer, and instead I need to go do something else for a job, please understand that I would still try to stream in some limited capacity because I love it so much. I wouldn't want to lose this. I love the interactivity and the fun that we have every day on stream, okay? I'm not in this solely for the money. I love doing this. I love the fun social streams that we've had for the last 3 years since I became a full-time streamer. It's been such a better and positive experience. I love it, and I hope you guys love it too. Okay, obviously you do, or else you wouldn't be so supportive, right? Contributions aren't mandatory. If you can't contribute, that's okay. Just hang out and have a good time on the stream. That's what we're all here for, right? And, please understand, I don't want anyone feeling like the odd man out. Oh no, if I can't contribute today, I should feel bad. That's not the case at all, okay? It's not the case at all. Oh my goodness. I know, my throat sounds terrible today. I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to tough through it. I'm going to tough through it. All right? So, that's the deal. By all means, if you can be supportive on the streams, please do. That's what keeps me going. And thank you to everyone who has, because you guys have been amazing the last month or so in that regard. But at the same time, don't feel pressured if you can't, okay? Everyone is welcome here. Okay, so now let's talk about a few ways that you guys can contribute, all right? Patreon, over at patreon.com/darksidephil. Guess what? It's now the 2nd of May, and that means all of you who pledged to my Patreon in April should have your pledges processed by now. I'm going to check on that actually later today. And so, if you did happen to pledge in April, I'll be contacting you via a private message on Patreon to let you know how to get your personal perks, okay? So if you are a patron of mine, if you pledge to my Patreon, patreon.com/darksidephil in the month of April, be sure to check your Patreon inboxes, as you should be getting a private message soon regarding getting your perks, all right? Thank you to anyone who did pledge. I appreciate that ongoing support. It helps a ton. And if you maybe just want to give it a look yourself for the first time to see what I'm talking about, please do. Patreon.com/darksidephil. Okay? Okay. I have a Teespring store where I sell lots of merchandise. It's primarily t-shirts, but there's a few other things there, like stickers and hoodies and mugs. It's good quality stuff. Give it a look, and thanks to anyone who buys anything, because that helps me out, okay? If you're here live on the stream, chances are you're probably going to want to contribute in a way that's going to get you some recognition and also some live interaction with me during the stream. So if you either cheer with bits, or you subscribe to my channel, or you tip me, any of those 3 things during today's stream, I'm going to give you a live shout out during the stream to say thanks. Now, please be understanding that you have to be in line with the rules of the stream with your messages, and that means no insults. Don't derail the stream with giant paragraphs that have nothing to do with what we're doing. Please don't try to get me to say something that's going to get me in trouble on Twitch. See what I'm saying? It's common sense, but I do still have to outline this, sadly, for a few people. All right. Interactivity is a big part of my streams. I really enjoy it. So thank you to anyone who does contribute. And I'm looking forward to talking with all of you. Okay. At the top of your screens, you will see a stream stats leaderboard. Okay. Sorry. Stream stats leaderboard. And that is outlining things like the top cheerer of the stream, top tipper of the stream. It's a great way to get recognized up there as well. By the way, this month we do have a subscriber goal for the month of May. It's 725 subscribers, and if we hit that, we'll be doing a retrospective event, okay? That's an event where you guys get to nominate your favorite moments from my 12 years as a content creator. And we go back and we watch them together. Every time I do one of these retrospective event marathons, you guys really enjoy it. I have a blast. So I'm looking forward to this next one. If we hit this goal this month, it means it'll be happening either in late May or early June, okay? So the sooner we hit that sub goal, the better, because then people can start nominating their favorite moments, see? So if you have not yet, nominated, if you've not yet subbed, then please subscribe to the channel, and that'll help out, all right? You get many benefits from subscribing. You guys know the benefits, emotes, a cool chat crown badge to show you're a sub, and also you don't have to watch ads during my ad break, okay? Good stuff. Okay, now, in addition to the Stream Stats leaderboard, there's also another 2 other leaderboards that are integrated into Twitch itself. Those track the top bit cheers of the week, as well as the top subscription gifters of the week, okay? So, many ways for you to get recognized here on my live streams. You may say, well, that's a lot of ways. What's the actual best way to contribute to your live stream? Because I'd like to, know how to help the most. The answer to that is tipping me. Tipping me is the best way to contribute. And there's 2 major reasons why. The first reason is because when you tip me, I get those funds immediately. If I have immediate needs, like a bill I need to pay, taxes I need to pay, insurance costs, grocery shopping, the cost of a game, utilities, any of those things, those tips help immediately with that. Okay? That's why that helps so much. Now, if you cheer or you sub or you buy something from my Teespring, yeah, those things also help. But those things have a lot of delay between when you actually do them and when I see a positive benefit versus when you tip me, I get immediate positive benefit. Okay? So that's why I always say, if you can, please tip me because that helps me more than anything. Okay? Now, in regards to that, okay? The other reason that tipping helps so much is because we're in the middle of a 58 stream streak where I've hit my tips goal for each stream and I put on the vest. The Vest Fest continues, all right? So, if we hit the tips goal today, I'll put on the vest and, as a celebration, and the streak continues. It's been a pretty amazing 58 straight streams that we've kept this up. Again, I'll be honest here, I don't know how long it's going to last. It was pretty tough yesterday with Neo2. We didn't hit it until like the last hour, and a lot of people were worried we weren't going to. Kind of the same thing last night with Street Fighter. So it was kind of down to the wire with those streams, and I don't know if we're going to continue to hit it. And it's okay if we don't. But obviously, it's positive if we do. So let's see what happens moving forward, okay? Now, if you would like to tip me, there's two ways you can do it. Below the stream, there's a tip jar button you can click on, or you can type !tip into the stream chat. Either way will bring you to my PayPal tips page. On that page, you can either tip with a registered PayPal account, or you can use a debit or credit card. If you don't see that option, you probably have to load the fully loaded desktop version of the PayPal site to see that. So if you're on a mobile device like a phone, you may have to reload and say go to desktop version in order to have that option. All right, just letting you know. So, a few things, guys, as a public service announcement in regards to watching streams and participating and even contributing to streams. I want you guys to be protected from online harassment, which is very rampant among the streaming community. I hate to admit it, but it's true. There's a few things you can do to protect yourself. The first thing you can do is if you're here on Twitch and you're a frequent stream viewer, I strongly recommend you turn off the open ability to send you direct messages on Twitch. Primarily, direct messages on Twitch are used for two reasons: harassment and scams. All right? People will harass you, either insulting you or the streamer you're watching, saying all kinds of nasty stuff, or they will send you something. Oh, here's a link to something. And you click on it, and next thing you know, you're on some site that's stealing your information, like your IP address and stuff like that. Not good, okay? So, I have turned off my DMs on Twitch. There's actually the ability to make it so that only people on your friends list can send you a direct message. I strongly recommend you do that. You just don't want any person being able to spam you with these annoying messages, okay? Now, in addition to that, all right, ladies and gentlemen, I just want you to understand, there are people out there in the world who revel in hurting others and getting away with it. It doesn't matter if they get personal benefit from hurting someone else. It doesn't matter if they know the person they're hurting. There's people who are just sick in the head, and they think, wow, I can actually hurt someone on the internet, and because I can get away with it, I feel good today. That's really messed up, especially for people like us who probably have a positive outlook on life, right? You probably have friends and family who you love, and you want to focus in on having a positive, constructive life. The things you do are constructive and interesting, and they build people up. They don't hurt people and bring them down. Sadly, there are tons of people on the internet. All they want to do is bring people down. It's messed up, all right? It is. In general, it's just really messed up how these people act. So, just so you know, all right, there's probably an incredible amount of personal information about all of us on the internet that we don't even realize that could be mobilized against us at any moment, all right? And what I mean by that is right now, you probably just from social media have things like your friends and family members, places you like to hang out, your likes, your dislikes, maybe where you work, all that stuff listed publicly on the internet. And all of that stuff is information that could be utilized to harass you, okay? And because of that, I always tell people if they're going to watch a stream, and especially if they're going to contribute to a stream, to use due diligence and to protect their identity, because the last thing you want is to end up being harassed by one of these crazy individuals that likes hurting people just because they can. You know what I mean? So, in regards to that, a few things. Number one, if you're going to cheer today, you could cheer anonymously. You could gift subs anonymously. None of those will give away your Twitch name, all right? If you're going to tip me today, which is the best way to contribute, you could tip anonymously. You could just say anonymous, or you could make up a name completely that has nothing to do with you or your online persona or your social media accounts. You could do something that's completely unrelated to any of that stuff. And that way, no one can link it to you. No one can come after you and harass you for it, okay? So that's my strong recommendation. Do your best to protect yourself, be diligent, and make sure that these people are not trying to, harass you online for things that you do on a stream, which is ridiculous, okay? All right. Continuing on, guys. Let's now talk about the rules of the stream, okay? So first of all, I'm streaming on twitch.tv. That means I need to abide by all the rules and regulations that Twitch has laid out for streamers. I can't just say and do anything I want on my stream. I hope you guys understand that, okay? But in addition to that, there's also the fact that I like to maintain a certain chill vibe on my streams. Allow me to explain what that means. I want my streams to be a place where you can completely escape all the negativity, all the annoyance and stress of the real world. Right now, with everything crazy going on in the real world, we all need somewhere to unplug and come to escape and relax, right? That's what I'm trying to do with my live streams, all right? So what I'm trying to do is maintain a vibe that is free from toxicity and negativity and do our best to focus on the positivity of fun gameplay and interacting with you guys and having fun social conversations and ignoring all that negative toxic stuff from outside of the stream, okay? Because of that, I've instituted a few rules in place for the stream that I want to outline now. First of all, we don't talk about politics or religion on the stream. These are topics that in the 12 years now that I've been a content creator, I found are very derailing to a positive stream. Most people can't really have intelligent conversations without arguing or insulting each other about these topics. And let's face it, in general, those topics don't really tie into gameplay anyway. They just kind of get people out of the positive mindset and instead just arguing with each other, okay? Now, if there's a game that has politics or religion as part of the plot and it's in context to the game, that's a very different situation where, yes, that's allowed. But in general, no, I don't just allow those topics on the stream, okay? Now, I've expanded this rule recently to include discussion of the coronavirus, all right? Now, we all know what's going on in the real world with this pandemic. We're all very negatively affected by it, okay? The last thing we need to do is make this the coronavirus stream where everyone's just talking about it constantly. We're all bombarded by information about the coronavirus outside of this stream. The last thing we need to do is be talking about it on the stream constantly. All right, guys? So please understand that. And please know that I'm not going to outright ban discussion of the virus. But at the same time, please, there's people, understand there's people coming here just to escape the stress of that in real life. They just want to see fun gameplay and hang out with us. And they don't want to be, bombarded with that stuff. So please, do your best to not go crazy and go haywire talking about it. Fair enough? All right. Now, in addition to that, I am well aware there are tons of people on the internet that are toxic individuals, as I've already said, who are only out to hurt other people, whether it's for personal gain or they just get a laugh out of it, okay? These people are very disgusting. I'm sorry, they just are. Anyone who's of that mindset is messed up, I'm not like that. I'm a positive person who puts out positive content that tries to make people feel good. I'm not trying to put out negative content to bring down other people. And certainly, I'm not trying to benefit by hurting other people on a daily basis like these people do. Okay? They have no morals. They have no remorse for what they do. They think that it's funny or actually meaningful to hurt other people and bring others down rather than build others up and benefit from it. I'm well aware there are tons of these people who hate me and on a daily basis talk about me, make shit up about me, crazy conspiracy theories, stupid shit. None of it has footing in the realm of reality. I don't care about it. I just let them make up whatever the fuck they want to talk about. And I'm not going to address it on my streams because, number one, it's become so rampant that there's no reason. If I just addressed it all, I never have time to do my own content. Number two, by doing that, by bringing it up on my streams, I'm derailing the positivity of my stream by talking about negative stuff, and I'm giving undue attention to those who don't deserve it. So please understand that this is not allowed on my streams, okay? We don't bring it up, and it's strictly against the rules to do so, all right? Some people sometimes will come in here, oh, did you hear this guy said this about you today? I don't care. I literally don't care about the latest conspiracy horse shit. I'm here to put out a fun, positive, entertaining gameplay stream, period. I don't care about any of their nonsense. Let them say their nonsense forever. I can't do anything about it. I don't give a fuck about them, okay? So, thank you for understanding, and thanks for listening to the rules. Now we move on to the third and final segment of the pre-stream, okay? This is where we do shout-outs for those who contributed, and this is where we have some fun discussion. We get some stuff, talk in back and forth to get a little bit out of the way before we move on to the gameplay. So the first contribution today was from Kate, who cheered and said, "Was I a Phil Hartman fan? He was so hilarious." Well, I saw some of Phil Hartman on SNL when he was on SNL, okay? And I saw him in movies like Jingle All the Way and stuff like that from back in the day. So was I a ginormous Phil Hartman fan? No. But at the same time, I did find him entertaining. His mannerisms, the way he spoke was comedic to me. And I found a lot of entertainment value in that. So I would say, yeah, to some extent, Phil Hartman, I really did enjoy his stuff. Although I wasn't a super fan or anything, Now, let's continue on here because Death Proof actually did a slightly bigger cheer than Kate. And that's a 100-bit cheer. So let's get Death Proof on the leaderboard because that's the biggest cheer of the day. Okay. He spells his name so weird. This is going to be challenging. With a 7. And then underscore 42. There we go. Okay, that's tough. So Death Proof 42 did a 100-bit cheer and says, "Looking forward to enjoying this game. I've never played it." Yeah, it's good. Like I said, after playing Donkey Kong 64, 2-3 months ago, which in my opinion was a very bad game. I'm sorry, it just really was. This game is light years better than that. I'm really enjoying it. So, Ace cheered and says, "I spoke with some folks about the predicted Metacritic score of Last of Us 2. One of my associates actually predicted a 55. People are really overreacting. It's unfortunate spoilers came out. Even the video-based spoilers only cover 1/20th or 1/30th of the game's length, if rumors on the length are to be believed." Yeah, the problem is the spoilers, literally are the big plot points of the game. It'd be one thing if, the spoiler revealed there's a new enemy type. The spoiler revealed one new gameplay mechanic. The spoiler revealed a returning character. No, the spoiler is telling you really horrible things that just spoil the entire plot of the game. And that's not good. That's this was the critical plot twist everyone was waiting for, and it's spoiled. So I can understand why some people are so upset. Now, in regards to the spoilers, okay, I don't know if that means the game sucks. I mean, really what you need to do is know what's going on in context to the game itself and the overall, plot of the game and everything. And a lot of people have said that they feel the spoilers are misrepresented, that the spoilers basically are saying one thing, but maybe it's not as bad as it sounds. I don't know. Truth of the matter is, I don't care. More than likely, I'm going to end up playing the game anyway. Although I do get the feeling, because of this giant negative mentality towards the game now, that a lot of people who were going to play it probably will not. And as I said, I really don't feel it's going to be a ginormous bestseller like Sony and Naughty Dog were planning. I think that this has actually ruined their chance of making this as big as Last of Us 1 was last console generation. If you guys don't remember, at the very tail end of the era of the PS3, right before the PS4 came out, Last of Us was the big game that year. It was, giant. And people were like, wow, this really pushed the boundaries of what the PlayStation 3 could do in regards to graphics and gameplay and performance and everything. And it was known as the kind of like the final major game on PS3. It was the swan song of the PS3. And I think that's what people were hoping for Last of Us 2. But now I get the feeling it's not gonna. It's gonna. I would guess this game will probably only sell about 60 to 70% as much as it would have if the spoilers didn't hit. I think that now people are pissed off that they know what's going to happen in critical plot points and they don't care anymore. And yeah, that sucks. That's a giant chunk of sales, especially for a game like this where it would have sold tons, you know. To lose like 30% of your potential sales audience is a bad thing. So I guess we'll see what happens, but I'm more than likely I'm probably going to check it out anyway. Okay. Okay. Continuing on here. Shadow Star Knight. Subscribe to the channel for 3 months. Thank you for 3 months of support. Shadow Star Knight. I appreciate that. Fighting Force fan tipped $1 and said, people are going to start calling you Darksea after an Andy Dick video. Yeah, I don't care. That video has nothing to do with me. It's someone paid Andy Dick to do a video that he had no idea what he was talking about. And basically just said stuff that he was told to say. So it's not a big deal, and it's not even anything to address on my streams. Chunky Jack, resub for 4 months. Thank you very much, Chunky Jack. I appreciate that. BanjoTooie tipped $1.30, and that's the biggest tip of the day so far, so let's get that up on the leaderboard. Okay. And let's see here. And BanjoTooie said, not trolling, if you were a Banjo character, your sounds would be toho, laugh, and burp. Loving the playthrough. Yeah, probably. All right, thank you. KK Slider tipped me $1.30. He says, Banjo-Tooie is lame, Uncle Phil. Okay, whatever you say. I like Banjo-Tooie. I think it's great. Senator McConnell re-election pack. Tipped me $1. Okay. And says, Xbox Game Pass announced they have 10 million paying subs. Do you think video games will go the way of Netflix and Hulu? We were paying a monthly fee to download a library of games to play. $60 games will be a thing of the past. $10 monthly subs is the future. I don't know. I mean, that'd be interesting if you just play a monthly fee. Like, I don't know, $50 a month. You get access to all the games you want. That'd be pretty crazy. I don't think that permanent ownership of a license of a game is going to go away. I think you'll still be able to individually buy a game if you want. But I do think that a more digestible subscription-based system makes a lot of sense, since a lot of different media are going that way. Television channels now are doing that. Instead of watching their main channel, subscribe to their on-demand service and get whatever you want, whenever you want, right? So I definitely could see it getting bigger and bigger in the future, and definitely I think that it will grow. Jay Bowler 21 resubscribed for 20 months. And hey Phil, how's it going? It's going all right, except for my voice. My ear's feeling much better, but now my voice is messed up again. Started last night. What can I do, right? If I need a lozenge or whatever, I guess I'll use one. I was getting better with my voice for about a week, and now my allergies are acting up again, which sucks. But that's life, I guess, right? Austin Alexander 11 resubscribed for 2 months, 6 total. He says, hey Phil, hope you're feeling better. Stay strong during these times. Thank you very much. Colin tipped me $4.20. Says, can I get a shout out for my friend Rhea Dard? Sure. Shout out to Rhea, and thank you, Colin, for a $4.20 tip. That is the biggest tip of the day. Thank you for that. Darksea tipped me $1. Says, my ribs keep clicking, send help. I don't know what the hell that means, but thank you. And N Factor tipped $1. He says, did you watch the Andy Dick video? No. Ben Boxer tipped $1. He says, is everything okay with Andy Dick? The video seemed insane. I hope he's in good health. I have no idea, and I don't care. Like I say, it has nothing to do with me. So, all right. Let us give some shout-outs to the top cheerers and top tippers of the week. Excuse me. Top cheerers and top sub-gifters of the week. I misspoke. So thank you to the top cheerers. First of all, we have a tie for 9th place between Tinkerson and Randy Butternub. Or Butterrub. No, it is Butternub. In 8th place, Dinosaur. In 7th place, Ninstar Rune. 6th place, Spurger King Whopper. 5th place, I Killed Phil. 4th place, PW Dubs. 3rd place, White Ranger Zeo. 2nd place, Crabcock. And in 1st place, Shadow the Hedgehog. Thank you guys. Also, Thank you to those who gifted subscriptions this week, including Ultima Cloud 7, D-Train 12, Crapcock, Alfred Aponte, Sundance McGee, and Rats, who each gifted a single sub. Then we had Beastbot, Elon Jusk, and Randy O. Butternut, who each gifted 2 subs each. And Hung Detractor gifted 6 subs so far this week. Thank you for that, Hung Detractor. So there you go. All right, guys. Let's take a quick break. I will use the restroom. I'm more than likely I'm going to probably get a lozenge because, as you can hear, my throat does not sound good. And then we'll get started. Banjo-Tooie, we just beat the third world boss, and we need to keep going because I know there's more to do in the third world. We just got the ability to separate into Banjo and Kazooie separately. I believe there's at least 1, if not 2 areas in World 3 that we can use that to get more stuff. And then I think we can go back to World 2, and the remaining stuff in World 2 we might be able to get by doing that as well. These nuts. He wants it on ban, and he swears that he sent me an email, but I never got the email. Let me take a look here. I never saw this email. Yeah, these nuts, I don't know, you acted really weird. Like, sometimes you were being supportive, and then other times you were insulting me. Oh my god, excuse me. Well, I'll unban you for now, but please behave, okay? These nuts. Also, by the way, that is the top tip of the day. I'm just going to put up these nuts because it's way too long to put up these nuts. Also, N Factor tipped $1 and claims that that wasn't him tipping earlier. Well, that's great. Well, there's nothing I can do about it. And the tip wasn't insulting anyway, so I wouldn't worry too much about it, okay? Okay. Oh my god, excuse me. All right, ladies and gents, let's take a brief break. All right? When I come back, we'll start up with Banjo-Tooie. All right, thanks. I'll see you in a couple minutes.